rescue. So, Emily, the cargo that's been sent by the Pentagon was supposed to be there by today. Are you seeing the evidence of all of the different material that's being sent there?
Yes, we are, Ashley. I don't know, maybe you can hear, too, the engines are just getting started up on these planes. Our team just landed in St. John's a couple hours ago, and as we were leaving the airport, we saw the U.S. military planes. And as you mentioned, this is all part of efforts from the U.S. to assist in these search and rescue efforts to track down that vessel.
Do you have any idea what the actual plan is? Because it's one thing to land planes and, have heavy equipment in St. John's, but it is, by my measurement, I think it is 400 miles south of where you are. That's where the Titanic wreck is. That's where the submersible is thought to be. How are they going to get the material that they need to be in the water out there fast enough? Because we're down to 30 to 35 hours.
Certainly, Ashley, the equipment is here right now, so it is going to take some time for them to get it out to the water. And there are few details available right now about the actual equipment that is on the planes. But as you just mentioned in that Pentagon press release, these are the 3 C-17s that they sent from Buffalo, New York, here to St. John's. And we know that they have rescue-related cargo on board. And while that is a very vague term, another branch of the U.S. military, the Navy, is assisting as well. And they're deploying the Flyaway Deep Ocean Salvage System. And Ashley, what's cool about this is actually one of the only pieces of equipment in the entire world that has the capabilities of safely, keyword safely, lifting such a large vessel like the Titan.
Well, thank God, because that's been the word sort of in the community, is that the Navy has the goods. They've got the heavy artillery to fight this fight. So the fact that they're mobilizing, that's really great news. Do you feel the sense of urgency there? I mean, we feel it just as viewers watching this emergency unfold, but we're not in the thick of it like you are.
Absolutely. There is a very clear sense of urgency here in St. John's, Ashley, because we have to remember that once they actually are able to locate the vessel, that's not the end. It's going to take, it's going to be a massive undertaking, a huge challenge, and take some time for them to actually be able to pull the vessel out of the water. So that's where the U.S. military assistance is really going to come in handy and help here. But, we still don't know where that vessel is. And as every second ticks by, that hope that everyone is holding on to feels more and more desperate. And as we have been mentioning, everyone's been saying it's a race against the clock. Less than 35 hours of oxygen supply left, Ashley. So we'll be on the ground all day tomorrow. I encourage your viewers to tune into NewsNation throughout the day, because as soon as we have updates on this search, we'll be bringing that to our viewers.
Yeah, we're not leaving this story. We're not leaving those 5 souls on board without, the hopes and prayers of the nation and indeed the international community that's following this. Emily, real quickly, the U.S. Coast Guard is saying that it's been coordinating everything. They named the Canadian Coast Guard as part of this, the Air National Guard, of course, the Polar Prince, which was the mothership above the Titan Explorer. Who's in charge? Is it the Navy? Is it the Coast Guard? Is it the Canadians? Is it the Americans? Are the French involved? Who's actually manning the show? And is it clear who's the boss?
That's a really great question, Ashley. We have to remember that these are international waters, so there technically isn't anyone in charge. But like you said, we have seen agencies from both the U.S. and Canada here, and the overall theme is that hope. Everyone is holding on to hope that those 5 passengers are going to make it out alive.